What's going on, Jets fans? Welcome into the Jets Report. I am your fill-in host, Joey Peterson, and today we are talking about the 42nd selection of the 2025 NFL Draft, the brand new New York Jet, Mason Taylor, tight end out of LSU, Louisiana State University. And what I love about this pick, and I'll go into a little bit more detail about this in just a little bit, but I love that I feel like Justin Fields just got his safety guy, right? Justin Fields just got his guy that he can go to when every other option's out and he needs a go-to target. That is what Mason Taylor has been, and I believe that's what Mason Taylor will be in this next level, this next step in his career with the New York Jets. Before we go any further, though, make sure you guys subscribe right now and do not miss out. We are only 2 rounds through the NFL Draft, and we're going to be here for every selection, every day, every round. So if you want the best coverage you could find right here on YouTube, you've got it with the Jets Report. All you got to do is one big thing, hit that sub button and lock us in. Alrighty, let's talk about Mason Taylor. He's 20 years old. Doesn't turn 21 until May, so by the time the season rolls around, he will be 21, but he's still young. Spring chicken, right? 6'5" and a fourth, 246 pounds. He had pretty pedestrian numbers in 2024 and honestly throughout his entire career. But again, I just think he's kind of more of the steady type tight end. He's not going to go off for 1,000 in a season, but he also, every time he's going to get the ball thrown to him, I guarantee you he's going to catch it. He's a natural athlete, which I think is a really, really good thing, right? Especially at the catch point. He's fluid on the move. I think he's a really underrated run after catch receiving tight end. And like I said off the top, he's a classic safety valve who found spots in zone coverage and gets first downs. He has great size. However, he doesn't always play into it. I don't want to say he plays smaller than he is at sometimes, but he doesn't necessarily always play as big as he is. In 2024, like we talked about, 55 catches on 79 targets, 546 yards, 2 touchdowns, an average of a little less than 10 yards a catch. All right, let's talk a little bit more about what Mason will mean to this New York Jets squad. Right off the rip, I talked about Justin Fields. And I feel like I got to keep talking about Justin Fields because you made that massive addition over free agency. And you looked at Fields and you said, you know what? We believe that you are the future of this squad. And so what did the Jets do in round 1? Armand Membou. They protect him. What do they do in round 2? They give him a safety blanket. They give him a really, really good receiving tight end. A guy who is so smart with his route running. He's not going to burn you. He's not going to break your ankles, but he knows exactly where to sit in those zones and just kind of slide over to be wide open, easy target for Justin Fields. This is what this team is going to be moving forward, is being built around Justin. And Mason Taylor is just that next building block. We knew this team needed tight end. I know a lot of you guys wanted Tyler Warren, wanted Colston Loveland. Unfortunately, that wasn't the selection. I think that's the right choice, was to go Membou in the first. But you in the second round say, you know what, we still need a tight end. Let's go ahead and get one at really good value in this guy from LSU. Alrighty, I think it's a really good selection, but I want to hear what you guys have to say, okay? Let me know in the comment section down below. Get out those red pins, play teacher, do anything you want, and you guys let me know what you think of the pick. Give it an A, B, C, D, or F, and if you give it a bad grade, go ahead and tell me why in the comment section right now. Let's hear from the Athletic's Dane Brugler on Mason Taylor. He said Taylor was Mr. Reliable in the LSU offense and can be the same for an NFL team because of his good size athleticism, reliable ball skills, and competitive blocking. He projects as a solid NFL starter who doesn't have to lead the field and has some similarities to Hunter Henry. And I think that's a phenomenal pro comp. I think just off the rip, straight off the rip, that's probably the exact same pro comp that I have is a guy like Hunter Henry, and that's a really, really good compliment to a guy like Mason Taylor. Hunter Henry, he's not going to be in the news for making insane highlight plays, but he's going to be there every single game, day in, day out, blocking his ass off, catching the ball every single time that it's thrown to him. doing the little things right. And that's exactly what you can expect in a guy like Mason Taylor, to be Mr. Reliable. Think of that tight end quarterback connection and how important that has become to this game, it seems, over the last, 10, 15 years? Think of Gronk and Brady. Think of Mahomes and Kelsey, right? Even like a smaller example. Think of a couple years ago, Dak and Dalton Schultz, Lamar Jackson, Mark Andrews, right? You see these time and time again of these quarterbacks having these go-to targets that are their tight ends, and it makes the offense better. It makes the offense run. Alrighty? And I think that's exactly what Mason Taylor can be and will be for this team. I think that this is a great step and a positive step in the right direction, because you do have to replace some production. You did lose Devontae Adams. You needed tight end help anyway. But you're also now getting to this point of you're getting younger. You know Garrett Wilson is going to be the answer, and he's going to be the future. And somewhere along the line, next couple months, he might get it back. And maybe he should get it back. I think he should get it back. But you got to get younger just as an entire team. And Mason Taylor, being 20 right now, he'll be 21 in just a little bit. He helps to that, okay? Because Justin Fields, he can be unpredictable at times, right? As unpredictable as a goat on a trampoline. But having a guy like Mason Taylor on the field with you makes you a little bit less like that. In a good way, right? Not that defenses are going to be able to know what he's going to do, where he's going to go. But having Mason Taylor out there is just going to give him a little bit more of a safety blanket, if you will. Drop a name in the comment section. Who should the Jets draft next? We got round 3 coming up later today. Patrick Siepman's going to be back for that. And then we got a full day of coverage tomorrow. You guys let me know in the comment section down below who you think they should draft next, and maybe even what position and who you want most. Mason Taylor's the selection, round 2, number 42. So far, New York has added Armand Membou. They've added Mason Taylor. They're looking to add offense. Okay, that's obvious after the first couple of rounds, and it should be after everything you've lost and after everything that you saw this past year with the New York Jets. Adding offensively is the way to go. Now, I'm curious to see where they go after that. Corner, possibly. Edge rusher, probably. You get some good value at that in the third, I'm sure. Now we'll just wait and see. Thanks so much for joining me, every single one of you. Make sure you guys do one thing for me. Hit that subscribe button before you get on out here, because we'll be here all weekend long.